Already? What? All right, everybody. Welcome back to Two Exiles, One Portal. I didn't realize that we were going to be recording today. Welcome back. Casper is also with us. I am Mr. Coffee. And what are we going to talk about today, Cass? We're shaking off the rust. What's good?
Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm pressing buttons over here. Fuck, dude, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I just gotta say that.
It is nice to be recording again. Yeah,
it's been what, 3 weeks? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pull it.
At least a month, right?
It's been a significant amount of time. I want to say that our last recording was uploaded on what? Are you serious? May 15th.
Yeah, bro, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, bro. Shit, I'm excited. Now, for those of you wondering what the fuck we've been, it's mostly my fault. Actually, it's 100% my fault. As Fair. I mentioned in the last recording, I was moving. So we purchased the place. I had to move all our shit from one place to the other. I had to set up my PCs. First, I had to set up my wife's PC first because obviously, you gotta make your wife happy. And then I had to set up mine. My PC's technically still not set up. I had to just put it together because of today's episode. And there's some shit that we gotta talk about. So I kind of mismatched it, put it together, ran some wires across, and it's functional. So for now, we're gonna leave it like this. But yeah. So I've been moving. It's been a really fucking long process. Still not fully moved in. It's gonna take a few more months, but at least we're here. We're talking, and we can get this show on the road. So it's good to be back.
Indeed.
And
all right. What's this live teaser?
Just in time. The teasers are dropping, bro. I've been chomping the
true.
bits.
I haven't read anything because I'm trying to stay on a blackout. All I know is it's Boat League. That's what I heard. Don't know what it means.
I gotta be honest. The term Boat League in PAV is one of those that you kind of just nod and pretend you know what it is, but not know what it is. I think for me, for years. I've always heard the streamers say it. I've heard other people say, and in my sense, I'm like, oh yeah, Boat League. Nah, it's not a Boat League. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is a Boat League?
I understand what it is on a fundamental.
Explain it.
It has to be just a league that has to do with boats. It's really that simple. We are in raid class. We were cast off and exiled from here. There has to be water surrounding us. We washed up on a beach. Kind of makes you want a boat.
So what was the last Boat League?
I don't think we ever had a Boat League.
Oh.
I literally think that's why it's a meme.
So here's my version of understanding what a Boat League was. I thought Boat League was a league in which no major changes happened and all the buffs stayed, maybe more buff, and we just kept smooth sailing from one league to another.
If that's the case, that's something that you old heads have probably came up with. I just know that the league has something to do with boats, and that's why I thought people were calling it Boat League.
I feel like both are probably tangibly true. They probably both are probably rooted in the actual truth of what it is, but I don't actually know. I don't know. So if you out there and you know what the answer is, I'm gonna put a poll. Do you know what a Boat League is? And fucking give us the answer, because it don't matter if Coffee has 4,005. Wait, where are you at right now?
I have to check.
I haven't checked your thing yet, lady. I may have to update the webpage.
4,594.
All right, so you're at almost 5,000. You're halfway through 5,000 hours. I have still roughly about 3,000 to 4,000. Neither of us know what Boat League is, truly.
Truly.
So if you know what the answer is, feel free to drop it in the comments or drop it in the Spotify poll. And then before we go ahead and start, I'm trying to make the submission to say first. Coffee, you want to do the honors?
I don't know, man.
You know
how I feel about this.
No,
You know how I feel about asking people to press buttons before they know if they want to press a button or not. But you know what? We'll do it for the sake of the algorithm.
You had to. You guys just
you feel like it.
If you feel like it. If you feel like it. If you want to support.
Don't feel like it. Don't press a button.
Right.
I'm not even going to be like, press a button. I'm just going to say, consider pressing the button. And then at the end, or, you know, a little bit further down, and you're like, I'm kind of done listening to this, and you're like, but that was interesting, or you found
you could take your button back.
You could either take your button back, or you could give us a button. You know, consideration doesn't mean that it has to be instant.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
I would like you to see value and then for you to hit a button. But from what I see and hear, asking people to hit a button is beneficial. More beneficial than not asking people to hit a button. So
right.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Like it's just I don't want to get an hour and a half in and then remember, oh shit, we never told people to subscribe.
Yeah.
And I think
I always remember at the end, because that's preferably as a person who watches videos, and I do watch videos, a lot of videos to the end. I would prefer if they ask me at the end. I don't. Something grates against my mind when some dude says, "Hi, I'm this person." You go into the small intro, and then you're like, "Press a button."
I don't give a fuck about the bell. Like all that, you know what they do on YouTube? They'd be like, "Subscribe, click the bell, click the notification."
Like, bro, I just want a button to ask you for a button at the end of our thing, because that's where you would understand whether you like the content that we deliver you or not. And if you don't, you know, that's fine. Don't. And you know what?
I think I'm on your side. I think we had this conversation offline. But I think I'm on your side with this, and I'm remembering now our conversations that I think the consensus of the internet, we understand it. If you like a content, you subscribe. If you don't, just find something else. Right?
Yeah.
So like, I will pull back our plug just now and pretend it didn't happen, and we will just continue with our content.
No, we can't pretend it didn't happen. You know, but we did explain a little. I explained a little bit more in detail that I'm not trying to have you press a button before you're ready. Like, but just do keep in mind that if you feel like you want to, press a button. But let's get to this live shit. We've been plugging ourselves a little too hard. All
right. So the first up, I had the teaser, right?
Nice.
Teaser that everyone has watched so far. We have not watched it.
Sorry.
He's getting on the boat or he's getting off the boat. I'm not sure.
He's getting off the boat because he's on the boat, you see.
I feel like this is going to be, I'm going to have to make a new filter for the, what's that song? I'm on a boat.
Yeah. Oh my God. On a boat loot filter. I'm down.
All right. Can I make this bigger? Why can't I? All right, hold on. Wait. This bothers me. I want to make it bigger.
But it won't let you make it bigger.
Yeah, it don't make me. So let me make it.
It's gonna make you hit the actual video link.
YouTube, yeah. All right, make it bigger.
All right, we big.
Full size. All right, start over. All right, so he's getting off the boat, so it may not be a boat league.
But it has a boat.
Faust. Why do I know Faust?
See? From? You started business. Settlers of Calgary. You're on a boat.
Wait. Where do we know Faust from? Is it Act 2?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Fuck if I know.
Oh wait, no. That's Act. Hold on. Wait. Let me. That's sheep, bro. Horses and sheep.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a. Yeah, I don't think this is any. I think what's gonna. Okay. I'm gonna make a.
This ain't Ray class.
No, it isn't. You're on a boat.
Oh, we're in the boat league. Oh shit! I gotta shut up. My wife's gonna get mad.
I'm telling you, bro. We're on a boat. I think that's why it's boat league. We're on a boat.
All right, let's keep playing it. I say doing business. So we're gonna be settling down. This is like Harvest all over again.
Have you played Settlers of Catan?
Settlers of the what?
Settlers of Catan.
No.
It's an old board game from I don't know from how far back, but fucking far back. And the naming scheme kind of hits here, at least for me, someone who has played Catan.
There are some hold heads in Path of GGG.
Yeah. You see, wait. Actually, I don't know if you see that. Look right there.
Wait, this? Oh.
What does it say?
Lord, yeah.
Path of Catan. It's a play on the Settlers of Catan. It has to be. Or it's just the naming scheme is too goddamn spot on. Like I didn't even see that and I knew what it was. But Settlers of Catan is basically like a thing where you make. I think this is actually smallly important, which is why I'm bringing it up. It might have to do with mechanics. You're in Catan. You try to make an uninterrupted link in between cities and settlements that you can find that are intersections of key like resources and stuff like that. And as you accrue resources, you gain victory points, and then once you get enough victory points, you win the game. And it's like a 4-player game, and you have like a bunch of octagons or hexagons. I think it's hexagons.
I've heard of the game. I've never actually personally played it though.
Like actually, when you're playing with your family, fun as hell to play, and things get competitive. People think that shit gets competitive with like Monopoly. Nah, dude. Settlers of Catan. I've seen people like rage quit out of my living room from Settlers of Catan. It is one of the coolest games to be a part of.
Interesting.
But yeah. Let's go. What's the next one?
All right, next one. So these are now the quality of life changes that have been added to in as far as the first one up is the life reservation skills.
I wonder if this is going to be a nerf. I'm curious.
I will see.
Hi, Mark. Awesome.
I gotta get that press kit.
Oh, yes.
I always forget to get it. I always remember halfway through. Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
Shit, I can't.
Oh, no.
I gotta shut up.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no. I just nutted. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no. Orba. Are you going to Orba?
I feel like I have to now. I feel like I have to. How could you not be an Orobot now? Oh my god, that is literally the biggest hurdle of an Orobot is that in case you die, you have to turn all that shit on.
And everybody has their own little system of doing it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, I just nut a little. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Dude, think about it. How many times would you and I be alive in that league if it didn't take you a year to reactivate?
Bro, it takes fuck, man. Well, you play Orobot, so you know.
I know, yeah. I feel it. Like, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I got quick. I got really quick.
But it's still, like, even if like you get quick, it still takes you a hot second. Like,
at least 10 seconds. Like, for me, like, a good 15 seconds of you being in the map alone, without the Orobot, magic finding, without the magic find buff. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't hit hard. But this, being able to just, like, oh, I'm on my way back, drop port. Like, that is nice. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited for this.
Fuck, dude, hold on.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. Why don't you guys just put this shit in a hotfix? Buttholes.
I didn't expect.
It kind of makes me upset that this is such a big thing that we wanted.
Oh man, it's just this is a true quality of life.
It is
true. Because even for builds that don't use too many R's, they use like 3 or 4. Like the ability to go back into the portal quick, because monsters will get their health back after a time, especially bosses. If you just die, you can just jump right in. You don't have to like turn on 3 or 4 your auras and then go in. And by that time, the boss gain like 10-15% health, if not the entire thing.
Like in certain fights or in certain mod combinations, this is gonna be so ridiculously good.
All right.
Oh, I'm so happy. Like you said, oh god. Oh, okay. But like you said, like the fact of even if you have just 2 or 3 auras, like
it cuts down your in and out
prep time. Like, just that's nice. Oh, that's so cool. What is next? Show us something nice.
Another one. Harvest. Quality of life change.
Oh, let's see. Hi, Mark. Oh, wow.
I love that he said it.
I'm not gonna lie. That is, I think that's sleeper buff, bro. That's have you? So you know?
No, I have. There's another one in here. There's a sleeper buff too.
And I think this one is sleeper because I don't know how often you did harvests last league, but you ever notice that the two buttons when you press them, they're not in the same place?
They're slightly like a millimeter to the.
No, like they're enough away to where you can't just click and then click.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. It's a little easier for me because if I play with a controller, I just have to press XX, right? And
right.
It just. But then, I think I've said this in an episode previously. There are a lot of built-in issues with the auto select when it comes to controllers that they're trying to work on, and they've made some progress with it. But this part of this is also have been because remember they're trying to push hard with when it comes to consoles. Right. So they really want to include that community of console players to be able to, and part of that is them experimenting with how it feels to play Path on a controller. And they really want to make it feel as organic as possible and not feel janky. Like when it comes to Necropolis, one of the biggest problems was selecting corpses with the controller.
Yeah,
it was fucking abysmal, bro. You think it was hard?
I didn't log back into controller once I tried it. I tried it and it was oh no, not this league.
Yeah, no, it was bad. So part of that is them trying to test some of this. And so I'm assuming this with a lot of other changes are coming as a result of that. Trying to like streamline the console experience.
But the thing is the good part about that, even if this is mainly like for console players, it benefits everyody.
Because remember the carpal tunnel of Path players, I would imagine, is fucking high when you just fucking just smashing click. For every click that you diminish, it saves a person's the ability to not have to click that do an extra click. So yeah, it's small, but it's fucking saves your wrist.
It adds up. Now, this is also the reason why I like playing like ward loopers and things of that nature. Like, it really does save a lot of just wrist problems and things of that nature.
That's the main reason why I started playing Path on controller.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude, I don't want carpal tunnel, man. I every now and then, if I play for too long, I fucking feel it. My wrist starts to lock up and it starts to get joint pain and shit like that. So I have to do my stretches. I walk the fuck away. I log off.
Yeah, I was funny that you mentioned that the other day, probably like 3 days ago. I was playing a lot of Tekken. I decided to binge after taking a break for a while. Mm-hmm. I came back and I started learning new combos, and then went right into ranked and was playing ranked for probably like 4 hours. By the time I was done, my sitting position, and my claw, because I play like a half claw. With controller, so I have my left hand on the controller like normal, but my right hand is is face downwards with my two fingers, my index and my middle finger that are pressing the pad buttons.
Right.
So with that and like the way that I was doing it, dude, I couldn't moving my wrist physically hurt.
Yeah, dude.
And my fingers wouldn't operate properly.
I don't know if you ever felt this, but this happened to me, I want to say a year ago. This is when I realized I need to use an alternative way than mouse. And this episode is turning into fucking
a
PSA. But I was in the shower and I started getting a wrist pain like I was playing Path for like an hour or two. I was in the shower, dude. I hadn't even played Path the entire day. And then my fingers just started twitching. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I start stretching my wrist. I'm like, that's when I realized like, oh shit, like I gotta be careful. Like, I'm not as young as I used to be. This is
Mhm.
this can be bad. So it's I'm telling you,
I
carpal
just
tunnel
noticed that.
for the
I just
aging
noticed
is
that with
real.
stuff like standing up.
Yeah,
Like you get like
circulation.
when you're done, yeah, when you're done gaming and you need to go and take a piss real quick, and you get up and it takes you a second, and then you realize that you're making involuntary noises and grunts and shit all the time. Like,
Like an animal.
bro, that's what hit me. Was I was sitting there one day and I was getting up and I went, ah, fuck. And then I was sitting there and I was like, dude, I do that all the time now. What the fuck? When did I become an old man?
Hey man, look, I think what. Here's what I was saying. I've noticed a trend now that whether or not you consider yourself Gen X, Y, Z, ABC, whatever the fuck time frame is, but that age range of from 40 to 25, that's where most companies are targeting when it comes to video games now.
Yeah.
Because we are the ones that have money.
Yeah.
Video games are not being targeted for kids anymore. Not when I grow up. When I first grew up, Nintendo and all those, they were targeting me when it comes to video games because that's the population. But the companies realize that gamers are now adults. They're not children. Now, children do play, but the adults have the money. So most of the games are now targeting us. And the problem is that we're getting fucking older. We may not have as much time to play, but also our fucking bodies are failing us. So we
No. I don't give a fuck. I will be playing through the pain.
No, that's fine. And like an athlete, right? You get whatever you need to do. But I think as players, we need to adjust because you have to realize too, gaming on a PC has not changed in the last 20 years.
That is true.
Which is fucking bonkers if you really think about it.
Keyboards have come out, like keyboard designs have come out and have never been like widely adopted that are supposed to be like for ergonomic fit and things of that nature.
Exactly.
So,
and same with mouses.
Like
mouses have generally stayed the same for the last 20 years.
So this is the thing. I think that is literally because you're never looking for the different mouse. And
but I know. But if you look at the most popular brands, they're pretty much the same.
Yes, but the thing is it's because the other ones never like latch on. Like they're always a niche. More percentage of the population doesn't give a fuck about their wrist and using a mouse than do. True. Like it's just one of those things where, like, for instance, like there is one that I just saw recently that it has it's basically sideways. Like, you know how you hold a gun?
Yeah. I've seen it. I think a Logitech. Is it Logitech?
Something like that. I think yeah. I want one. I want one, and I want to try it.
I'm a little.
I want to try it.
It's so goddamn expensive, though. I wanted to get it. I actually low-key wanted to get it and test it out for Path, and then kind of do like a janky review for Path players. Right. It's not that I'm trying to be an advocate for fucking products, and it comes to carpal tunnel, but I think it's a real fucking problem. I think for Path players specifically that put in so much fucking hours in this game, you are fucking burning your carpal tunnel. You fucking are like head first to get carpal tunnel.
And I think your wrists.
And I think a lot of Path players are not taking care of their wrists and not taking care of their health. And this is games in general, right? You know this better than I. You grew up in the WoW era, right? And the stereotype regarding the WoW era. So again, we're the same people. We're the same reckless assholes that was doing that. So I think now that we're now pushing 30, shit, some of us are pushing 40, like I am. Like that shit starts to, your body starts to wear and tear. But anyway. We're fucking going down that weird ass rabbit hole.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing that we're doing it separated so that nobody can copyright strike us and say that we're not adding some stuff. But what's the next vid, bro?
So quality of life, proximity waypoints.
I'm mad at this. I think this only benefits speedrunners.
Yes, I agree with you. It does benefit me a little bit as a controller user. Again, console, but I gotta see it.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, okay, not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad.
It's not bad. It's just not.
No, not that bad. I have my share of walking by a motherfucker. I never clicked it, and I'm like, did I get that waypoint? What the fuck?
To be honest, I haven't done that in like 5 leagues.
So I can see it's not that bad. But you're right. It's for speedrunners.
Like I will be honest. There are times I will skip waypoints though. Like, but not because I pass it. It's usually because I go a different route to get the things that I want out of the campaign.
That's understandable. But there's times where I thought I was close enough. I thought I clicked it and I didn't, and I just kept walking. So I can understand that. I can understand this feature. One, you're saving clicks.
Yeah.
And two,
saving clicks is
it kind of makes sense. Like it's a waypoint. It's magical. It can detect you like Bluetooth.
I know, but something was like with the old one was like, it made sense because in my mind, no, I don't know of an actual magic that just is proximity activated.
Bluetooth? What are you talking about?
That's not magic. That's Bluetooth.
Bro,
that's technology.
If you go back in time and you go back to the fucking 1600s and you explain Bluetooth to them, it's gonna be magical.
If you go and fucking explain a lot of different stuff to those people,
exactly,
it'll either be magical or horror. No, it'll be magical or horror. If you go and tell people, hey, if you make it to 50, you're gonna have a doctor put his finger in your butthole to check for some shit.
Wow, this escalated.
And they'd be like, wait,
crazy.
And they'd be like, wait, to get old, I gotta get raped. And it's just like, it's for your health.
The Family Guy episode all over again.
Exactly. Like, it's just one of those things where I think that's a bad argument.
You do realize they don't do that no more, right?
I don't. Yeah, I figured.
Okay,
it's a joke.
No, I'm being all serious for anyone listening. Like, they don't actually do. I thought. I'm 35. I thought that they did that still. They don't do that no more.
We have so much fucking medical technology.
Yeah.
Like,
but
dude,
ironically enough,
a lot of stuff nowadays.
This is way TMI, but I got a prostate exam in my late 20s because of a health scare that I got. So I had to do it. So I'm thinking now I'm 35. I'm thinking to myself like, oh, they still do that, right? Because they did that whack when I was 25 or whatever.
Right.
But it turned out now they have a blood test that they can detect that shit. And it's just like, what the hell? I was
a blood test? Really?
Yeah, bro.
Yo, that's sick.
Yeah. Now it's just a blood. I maybe I'm wrong, but it's just like a blood test. It's like kind of like they prick you, and boop, it shows up. I was talking to my doctor about it
on your prostate exams now.
It is no excuse. No fucking excuse. No more.
Yeah, none. That's crazy. It's good, but crazy.
Yeah. So
technology, man.
This is
why
it's gonna be a PSA episode.
This is why we need the gun mouse, though, because technology moves forward. That helps us and makes things easier. I think, dude, can you imagine how accurate you could become with your clicks if you're using it in the natural way that your wrist sits?
Well, you remember that movie with the game controller that was in the guy's hand? This is an old fucking movie. That he surfers on a key. He rides a keyboard into the video game.
Oh my god!
What is it called? I can't remember.
Oh shit!
Oh, dude, I don't remember the name of the movie.
Oh wow, dude!
All right, if you remember the name of that movie. Okay, but the reason I brought it up is because I've always dreamed of having a controller that just like a glove. It goes into my fucking hand, and I can just like fucking manipulate some shit with just my hand. I don't have to worry about clicking a goddamn object. I feel like by now we should have been there by now, but it's fucking not there. The best we got is like a weird contraption you put your hand in and you can click all the things, which costs like $400.
I had a friend back in the day when I was in high school. We used to play Battlefield 2, like not like super competitively, but relatively competitively.
Right.
And he used one of the ball mouse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen those. I've had one.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. He was easily the fucking one of the best players I've ever seen. And I couldn't fucking understand how he used it. I tried to use it for like a week and just could not fucking grasp
that ball. That big ass red ball. It fucking takes training for accuracy.
he was fucking crazy with that shit.
I
And
bet
I'm
he can
pretty
get.
sure
I could bet he can just masturbate women like nothing. Because I've had one. I remember had one. Like you need really good control of your fingers and like fucking just spinning that fucking ball left and right. You need like really good, and it's muscle memory. You know what I mean? Like after a while, like it fucking just. My wife will love that shit. But anyway,
you're fucking funny, bro.
I'm dead serious. It's the first because I remember
you
when
need
I
to go
had
get
it.
yourself a trackball, man.
No, but when I had one, right back when I had one, this was 10 years ago. I remember using it and how fucking just like weird of like spinning the ball left and right and trying to fucking just. So now it's jogging my memory. Like, damn, that it's fucking. Having that skill would be part of you coming useful right now, especially if you're married. But anyway.
Double training. What's next, my friend?
Next one is called Item Quality Change.
Oh, yeah.
Item
Actually, funny
change.
enough, this is the one of them that I did read. I'm not going to say nothing, but I did read this one.
Okay.
Hi, Mark.
Relevant when applying chisels, blacksmith's whetstones, and armorer's scraps to non-unique items. Instead, the amount of quality they provide is now based on the item level. Those currencies now apply 20% quality to very low-level equipment, with that amount reducing as the item level increases. This makes them much more appealing to use early game. You can find out more.
I'm not going to lie. I know you just sighed because you don't think that's a big change. I actually think, as far as like pacing of the game goes, and as like people level up that are not necessarily like us, right? That we get to late game every league and things like that, but people who are kind of moderate at it, I think that is a really good change, because I've noticed when I play early, right? I'd never chisel shit. Or I never armor scrap anything or whetstone anything. Right. I don't call nothing. But it's because someone who is like at low levels, dude, you find one of those, boom, instant 20 quality. That's gonna make me want to use them at lower levels, because I will now. It's only using one scrap, and I don't feel like I'm losing out on not using it on something that is like important later. Because you know how when you start getting into different gear, you start either buying gear or crafting gear. You want to use your chisels for something that's going to like stick for a minute. I think this is a good change. I don't think it's a huge change, but I do think it'll improve how often people are willing to use those, and they find them early. You
have convinced me. I was thinking of this in a very negative way, of like, but now the way you framed it, I'm thinking to myself like, yeah, because in late game when it takes 20 to upgrade a rare, I'm gonna have a fuckload of them anyways.
Right. So it doesn't matter for that point.
It doesn't matter, but it does give access to early on. To use them early on. So yeah.
Yep. You find a thing, you're like, oh, this is okay, and the item level is low.
Yeah, you
so
get some
like,
more
shit.
You get more defenses, 20% more stats.
Evasion. Yeah, 20% evasion right there. Easy peasy. I think that's good. I don't think that's the biggest change, but I think that's good.
No, I think for early game, I think speeds up. I think it helps new players. Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna break anything, because early game, if you quality 20 a item that has life on it, you're just gonna get like 2 more life on that roll.
Well, most of the time, you're not gonna get life from a quality on an item.
No, I know, but like, to say if it has a life mod, if it has a life mod on it,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Quality only improves the base stats.
Oh, okay. So I'm bugging. I'm thinking of a different.
You're thinking of rings. No, you're thinking of rings. And,
yeah. You're right. Oh, when it works for rings.
It did say it's an item quality change, not a
but it's
armor
catalyst.
scrap change.
I wonder if this is okay.
But it's quality.
If it's the same for fucking catalyst, I'm with it. I'm fucking with it because if I get a catalyst early on and I can quality 20 a fucking catalyst to give me more HP or more resist and really help me cap some shit, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
It can be very nice.
Because it fucking takes a lot of catalyst to fucking do anything.
Yes. And some of them are very expensive. Like, fertile catalyst, every fucking league, bro. They're the bane of my fucking existence. Because the early bit, I need all that I can get.
That's the one that,
I think it's life.
The attribute. No, attribute.
Oh, is it? Is fertile attribute?
I forgot what they're called. It's the life mods though. I don't know if if that's attributes that improves attributes. Because I know there's one of the attributes, one is
right. They have one for each of them.
Yeah. All right.
And let me just double check. Fertile is life and mana. Yeah. Because you want as much life and mana on your rings as you can. You want a quality up to 20, so you get 20% more on that, and then all of your health scaling and things like that.
They said that works regardless of the rarity of the item, right? As long as the item level is low.
Yes. So things like Praxis should always probably quality in one.
The rarity of the item no longer relevant when applying chisels, blacksmith's whetstones.
All right. I did see.
Because hold on, wait. Those are Syntrex. I thought those were Wanderlusts because he's wearing Wanderlusts. So I was curious. I'm curious if it works that way with like Wanderlusts. So quality up to 20 will mean nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I did see somewhere about the maps. This works also for maps. Because they say chisels.
Oh, yeah, he did say chisels.
Early white maps, is one chisel would take 20%. A yellow would take, I think, 2 chisels. And for
red,
it will take the full 4 or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Right. Oh, yeah, the full 4.
I don't know if it matters with rarity or not. I'm not fully up on.
Well, let's see. We got multiplicative item quality. Let's see what this says. I'm now curious.
We did get a comment, by the way. We got a live comment from one of our friends who are listening. He says the most important question right now about this new boat league, if they're gonna have a supporter pack to support the boat. Like, can you get a boat?
We don't know yet, but that's probably one of the things they want.
Fucking a $500 boat. Hideout.
I feel it, bro. I feel it, and please believe the guild is getting that hideout if it happens.
God damn it! I hate you guys so much. I fucking hate the fact that you're willing to fucking spend that much.
No! I'm willing for the guild to be gifted that. I just know someone who has already confirmed that if that's the case, he's buying a boat.
So this one is multiplicative. That's a hard word to say. Multiplicative.
No, multiplicative.
Multiplicative. Item quality. Yes. So let's watch that.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile.
Hi, Mark.
We've got more news about item quality today. Quality bonuses on armor and weapons are now multiplicative. In other words, weapons with full quality will give 20% more physical damage, and armor with full quality will have 20% more local defenses. You can find...
Wait a second.
Bro.
Wait a fucking second. Hold on. Before commenting, I need to rehear that. No, wait. I need to rehear that, please. I feel like his phrasing is important.
Quality bonuses on armor and weapons are now multiplicative. In other words, weapons with full quality will give 20% more physical damage, and armor with full quality will have 20% more local defenses.
All right, so here's what I understood.
Here's
what I understood.
That's sick.
That doesn't mean that 20% quality is not 20% of what it currently has. It just adds whatever it has plus 20%.
Yes.
On the total. That's a lot of damage.
That's also a lot of defenses.
You do realize that I'm going to have to go Bone Shatter again.
You know what? Wait, hold up. If that's the case, this should apply to things like Skin of the Loyal and Skin of the Lords.
It would apply across the board to armor, to evasion.
Right.
To
But if you have,
ES?
wait. But if you have Skin of the Loyal, Skill of the Lords, it's 30% global defenses.
Holy shit, bro!
That could
There's gonna be some
literally
broken builds.
bust this item. What's
Someone's
it called?
gonna break it.
What are they called? Oh, dude, that's fucking crazy.
The ES builds alone.
Oh no, dude, that's awesome.
War loopers might have problems.
No, because the third. Oh no!
Sure?
It'll be fine. Yeah,
Because
the
quality
thing
affects ward.
It that's why I'm happy is that it affects the global defenses mod, and global defenses counts ward.
Okay.
That's that the Skin of the Lords. The hold up, I need to look at what the base is. Hold on. Oops.
This will make this just improves and speeds up early game, and it really allows people to access late game. Because then that means that me getting a 1000 PD elemental DPS or physical DPS axe or bow isn't going to be as hard anymore.
Right. Maybe.
I mean, it's probably going to still be a little expensive.
We don't necessarily know what monsters are going to look like.
Yeah, but for the current monsters right now.
Right, but we don't know what the rest of the league is going to look like.
I mean,
in comparison, so it might be quite a bit harder. We don't know. We don't know if they're doing like buffing damage or some shit again, like they did in Sentinel. But check out the link I sent you.
Okay, hold on. Link. Show it to everyone. Okay.
So there is a wonderful mod right here on Skin of the Lords. 100% increased global defenses. If the quality applies to that in the way that I think it should,
it'd be 120%.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be a 20% of the 100%.
Right.
That'd be weird. I don't know.
Which is still.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think it does that. No, I don't think it would do that. No, because based on the video, and we go back to the video, it's 20% off the local defenses. Let's see what he says.
Will give 20% more physical damage, and armor with full quality will have 20% more local defenses.
Right there. Right. Local defenses.
So then, fuck.
So,
dude, this is straight up leaving fucking ward out of the goddamn equation. Fuck again.
But hold on, ward.
No, there's no ward base. Well, there is ward base gear, but that's not always what you only want. That would open up if they were to allow things like the global defenses to open up.
What's the base for a ward? What's the base?
Runic. Not ruined, yeah, runic. Because there is a ward base, but there's very few mods that roll on it that really help it, and it doesn't have very much support elsewhere, and it locks you into very few like chess pieces, and then it's hard to get other shit like evasion, things of that nature. But if they would allow it to affect things like Skin of the Loyal in that fashion, it would actually open up the gear requirements a lot.
I don't see why a 20% on a runic count wouldn't improve the amount of ward.
It would improve the amount of ward, but if you were to improve the 100% global defenses, the mod itself, that would improve it more, because that would improve your entire total.
Yeah, but that would fucking break it.
I don't think it would. I think it would just open up the very
unless it's
number
a keystone,
heavy.
Unless it's a keystone that would like, I'm sure someone can figure this out. But if there's a keystone that basically, how there's the keystone that turns all of your evasion into armor.
They haven't given any support to ward.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like, they haven't done anything to ward in a long time, and I kind of expected them not to, and hope that some of the things that they do to affect just general defenses would kind of splash over a little. And if we were to be able to get this particular increase, we could end up with slightly less fucked up gear requirements. And that's all. it wouldn't affect the high end, because when you're willing to spend 200 to 300 divs on a build, it doesn't matter at that point. This only helps the entry level of it. It's makes me sad.
I mean, basically, what they're doing is just buffing base values across the board. So more armor, more evasion, more ES, so more defenses.
But like I said, the more matters a lot here.
Right. It does.
Like that. But
that means that you're going to be more tankier, right? You're going to be overall more tankier,
which would open up requirements. Well, which is going to open up a lot of requirements for a lot of builds, but it isn't going to affect ward loopers as much as it should.
I mean, ward loopers are niche as fuck too. They take 100 divs just to get started.
I know, but I had a small hope that this would have helped that and made it less 100 divs to start and more like 10 to 20 divs to start.
I see what you mean.
It would have made it a lot better, because we're kind of locked out of any kind of chess piece.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
Like, it's really hard for that. Like, oh man, if they had just helped us out just a tiny bit, dude, I would have been able to like league start fucking ward looper.
So this is something else I found too. Something that GGG posted about leaving the current league mechanic out of the Atlas tree. And this is what they said. This felt like a trial that missed the mark. The old league mechanics get to be the shells of their former glory. I don't see any reason for the current league mechanic to start out at a fraction of its power. Just let it run and nerf as needed if it goes core. So what they tried in Necropolis, they're not going to do again. So it's not going to be in your Atlas tree. So you don't have to get to that area, then buff into it, and then you get to experience it. So that kind of didn't like that feature, which I think makes sense.
I feel like having access to change the mechanic on the tree was good.
I think so too, but the problem is that you have to get into maps in order to do that.
But I don't think that you should be able to just swap up the way the mechanic works before you've even really experienced.
No, I think what they want is that they want you to engage the mechanic full blast from the beginning.
I guess that is fair, but at full blast, right? So
remember Ultimatum?
I do.
Remember how much they used to blast your face every time you used to, like in the beginning? And at the point, so basically they want to do that. They want to just be like full difficulty. You don't have to worry about it, ramping up the difficulty. It is what it is. So I guess they're, I know where they're going with this. They're targeting players who are not reaching maps. So it's like, if you don't reach maps, remember the statistics that we used earlier today and also in the past. If most players are not reaching maps, most players are not reaching yellow maps, that means that they're not even reaching the full capacity of the content itself. So they're being gated in a way. So I can understand why they're making this decision. It doesn't affect us either way because we usually get to red maps and beyond. But for a league mechanic,
that's true. I thanks to you, I do realize that I kind of was thinking as a very experienced path player and not the whole picture. You're right. I'll give it on that. That's true.
Then the last video is quality of life static life bars.
Yucko.
Hi,
what?
I'm Mark Roberts, game director
Static
on
life
Path
bars.
of Exile.
Hi, Mark.
Today, we've got more improvements coming in hot from Path of Exile 2.
Oh,
We're adding static
I
life bars to
understand.
bosses. Not all bosses will have them initially, but we're starting with the pinnacle bosses and act bosses in 325. You can find out more about 325
I don't know, I feel
on
I have
July
mixed feelings about
18th
this.
at our GGG Live.
not gonna lie, I'm kind of happy about it.
I think so too. I am happy initially. Here's where I don't like it. Ready? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Notice how many auras he has on.
Yeah.
Now imagine if I have 40 and how
just compress, I'm
crowded
sure.
that top will look.
I'm hoping it'll compress.
And that's always been an issue of like crowding the screen with a bunch of shit, and then you add on top
But
of that
here,
a health
but
bar.
wait, hold on. But here's my argument. How many times have you gone off screen to potion or get out of some shit? The boss is now away from you. You can't see its health bar. You come back thinking you got maybe 5, 6 more hits in it, and it's healed 12% of its health. And you had no fucking clue.
I don't.
So you walk
do they
in.
Heal themselves when
In certain phases, in certain mod makeups and things of that nature, yes. You can have regenning mods. As a matter of fact, if you go and just do bosses in general with Maven on them, like you go and decide to do Searing Exarch,
Static life bars to bosses.
I'm just replaying it.
she will randomly be like, yo, heal. And she will start healing the boss. And it does make a sound cue, but sometimes when you're listening to everything else, it blends in. I think a static life bar is really good for clarity of what the fuck's happening.
Okay, I could see that.
I'm hoping that they don't allow the screen to overcomplicate itself and to have like it overlay all your buffs. I'm hoping that they just collapse it down to the first couple, because once you're fighting the boss, kind of doesn't matter anymore, right?
I've been debating.
Like you're only really worried about a couple things like Bone Shatter, and that's a debuff. So
right, I've been debating that, like how to condense a lot of those buffs, because when you are playing with a team, oh my god, it's just fucking just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, Arbite alone is ridiculous, right? Playing like an Arbite, but then it's just, I feel like it's a lot unnecessary. That I feel like they can use either smaller icons or symbols that
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't think smaller icons is the answer.
I don't think that's the answer either. But I think there needs to be an alternative than the whole goddamn top being.
What I think there should be is the ability to choose how many you display.
They kind of do have that. They have like a condensed version of like not showing your buffs.
All of them. Yeah, they have ones that are like hide your own auras or things of that nature.
Yeah.
But I would like to be able to choose, show me the first 15 buffs. Because I know the first, like, for instance, like the first 4 are going to be this, this, and this. And these are the things that proc in my build. I need to see these 4. So to be able to choose,
specifically which buff shows and which doesn't.
Right? Like if I know that might be like.
I feel like that can easily be done on a tooltip.
I feel like it could be, but I feel like that again, that's programming time.
Show up in buff bar,
right? Something like that where you can toggle it. Like it would be great to have that, to be like, I don't care about this, this, and this. I can see those are on when I enter the map. What I need to know is when is my rage up, or when is my, things of that nature. When is my fucking molten cooldown fucking falling? Those types of things. Like I think needing all of the buffs up there, all of the things from your animated guardian or your, what's the other guy, my sentinel, like dude, and then all my holy relics, bro. My couple minions were giving me like 8 buffs, dog.
Yeah.
Like fuck, I don't need to know that they're giving me those buffs. I know what holy relics do. Like,
but it's I think, but you're right. Having the option to take it off as a experienced player could definitely help. As a new player, I can understand why you need dub and to make sure you have it there.
But I think again, that's why you put it under a toggle. That way, like if you're experienced enough to know to toggle, then you're experienced enough to know that if you don't click your fucking haste, you're probably gonna die because you're not attacking fast enough anymore. Like the repercussions of not having your buff up.
I wonder if this is a segue, and this is technically is a segue. What I'm about to say, if the settlers of what is it, Karuga?
Kalgurin, settlers of, I can't remember now.
Oh,
holy shit,
settlers of Kalgur. If that's gonna be a segue to Path 2.
Maybe, but you know what that hits me for? Another reason I'm kind of happy is because I think this will have some lore with Expedition.
Oh.
Because you remember Tujin? For the Calgar!
Yeah. Yeah, and I think some of those characters... Isn't that Danon?
It might be Danning, but I think it's Tujin. Oh wait, who's talking is what you're asking.
Right there, dude. Isn't that? That's not Danning?
I don't think that's Danning. I thought Danning was kind of fat.
No, the fat one is Rock. That's Danning.
Is my path? Hold up, let me look. I'm gonna see if my path is up and updated. I think it is. I've been playing a lot of other games. People don't judge me because my path might, be out of date.
POE.
But I do have path on auto update, so it should be fine.
Dannon.
Unless they have that thing where it's gonna have me compile shaders now, which would be fucking.
Yeah, that's Dannon, bro. That's Dannon, bro. That's Dannon.
Are you sure that's Dannon?
That's Dannon, bro. Look, I'm gonna put it right here. Boom. That's Dannon. Look at him.
Oh my god! Cool.
It's Dannon. There you go. Confirmed.
Cool.
This is Expedition Expansion.
This is god, yes. Oh my god, it's cache cleanup time. What did I fucking say?
Wait, what? Oh, cache cleanup?
Yeah. So I couldn't check even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did that. Thank you.
You know what it gave it away is the headband.
You know what's funny? I've never really looked at Danning. I've looked at Tujin. I've looked at Gwenin. I've looked at Rog. I've never really sat there and looked at Danning. Yeah. There's a lot of characters I haven't really done that to.
Yeah, you kind of.
I've never really
allows you to glance over it. I mean, you're still doing with the purple fucking triangles with Shaper, but I can understand. I can forgive you for not noticing stuff like this. But I mean, there's a lot of portions of the game that if unless you're particular to those things like story, audio, like for example, ambient music.
Right.
I don't know who plays with ambient music. Do you?
Not really.
Exactly. But we had a whole episode on this. Like the ambient music of fucking Path is crazy.
It is.
And they spend a lot of fucking money on that shit.
Hold up. Actually, I do retract my statement. I do play with music on when I'm bossing.
Okay, oftentimes when we play together, I have to turn off the music so I can hear you.
Right.
So I turn off my audio, just leave my loop filter on, and then we're playing together and just having conversations or recording or some shit.
Yeah, but I think things like Cirrus fucking theme slaps. So
yeah, I mean, but I usually download the soundtracks and listen to them
they're
like driving or some shit like that. It's fucking great.
Fucking nuts, bro. I love some of the soundtracks that this game has.
You want to fucking work out to music? Fuck Spotify playlists. Download fucking one or two League soundtracks, and you'll find yourself lifting weights to fucking danger.
It's like what ends up happening is I end up looking for remixes of these things, and there is a couple people out there that do that. I don't know if they specialize in remixes from PoE, but they do remixes from PoE songs, and some of them are by request. And dude, some of these remixes are sick. I love the Cirrus remix.
Set of skills, right?
Yeah. To be able to just hear something and be like, oh, I can add this.
Yeah, you break it apart. Yeah, you break it apart. You add some more drums, more bass here. It's a good having a good ear and shit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's called art.
Well, I believe that's all. I believe that's all our teasers, right?
I think that's it. Let me double check the Discord. Maybe within the conversations that we were having, maybe one came out as possible.
It is possible. But I don't think it happened.
So it's, the guest, our observer says, start playing your pirate builds. I'm going gladiator. Oh, he meant because of the boat league.
That's last. Yeah. Oh wait,
because it's a boat league, so you can play boat-oriented builds or classes.
True.
I mean, you gotta be really RPing, like. For you to RP the boat league, just fucking play a pirate build.
I'm pretty sure he's been waiting for this one for a while. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been waiting for this one for a while.
I don't get it. What?
I don't either.
Was the big deal? I don't get it.
I think it was one of
I
those
know a
things
lot
where
of
they're
streamers
like,
that go
why?
ape shit.
What I think it is that from everybody, from all the consensus I see, is usually like PoE has never had a league with boats. So this was the thing. They were just like, man, why like they're basically like the theme would fit and that kind of stuff. Like, but they're just like, why no boat league? Like, and now there's a boat league. But the thing that worries me is all the water effects.
You think it's gonna be bad? I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Oh, dude, I don't know, but
I'm looking at it
I
right
don't
now.
have the fucking. I don't have the
I
strongest
don't think
PC
we're
in the
gonna be in
world.
the water. I don't think so.
Faustus, it'll be a pleasure doing business with you.
Boat league. I don't know,
They
man.
are putting a lot of emphasis on that water.
They are putting a lot of emphasis on that water. I think it might actually be a boat league.
I can't imagine it. I can't imagine. It's called Settlers of Calgar. So you're going to be selling. So you're going to be new lands. So you're going to be exploring new lands, new maps, new enemies, obviously.
Hopefully. Better not reuse every fucking enemy in the game.
I can only imagine that this is going to be somehow linked to Path 2. You might come across a town that they might be in the future or something.
I think this ends up being something I expected to happen a long time ago, actually.
Yeah, because this is the first time we're leaving Rayclast.
Right, exactly. That's exactly my point. I always figured that the next logical step for a league is to show us outside of wherever the fuck we're at. But they never did. But they were always bringing up cool shit. So I didn't really care. But now that they are, and they're like, yeah, we're about to show you guys some stuff. Like, dude, I am really excited.
I'm trying to find the... This is hard.
The map, the actual map.
Yeah, the actual map, because I put map and I'm getting like mapping of world. Oh, let's go Reddit. Let's see what Reddit got. I want to find it. Right class. There you go. Anything bigger than this?
There, I found it.
You found it?
I did. Yeah, I did. Holy shit. No, this is actually a WoW map.
Oh,
like I'm looking at it, and it's funny. It's
So
that,
I think
that's a WoW map. Yeah, suck. That's fuck that guy. I did find. I did
what
find
I have right
WoW.
now is the full. I think the full map of Rayclast.
Yeah, I have one too. Hold on. I don't know if this is the same one that you're looking at. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. So
we've only been here in this area, in this big island.
area. So if it's Calgary, that means we're going to a whole different area.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a Ray class. And we need the boat to get there.
We're going the route of Hunter x Hunter, and we're going to the Dark Continent. Da-na-na.
That means that at what point... So here's the strange thing. At what point are we going to the new place? Because this is a league mechanic.
Maybe what it is like you meet him, and he's like, hey, get on a boat with me for a minute. I found a place.
That sounds like you're getting kidnapped, bro. You wake up stranded on the beach. You wake up as an exile. You go into the lions, and they're like, "Yo, what happened? You got fucked up." I'm like, "Nah, I gotta get stronger. I'm gonna beat someone's ass." And then you step out, and then someone say, "Hey, listen, I got a boat. You wanna come with me?"
Yeah.
Because remember that's from the first time you hit. I think that's the first time you come across the continent. Oh, actually, it's in not the Fetid Pool.
So wait, actually, hold on. It'll be in the coast.
In the coast.
But wait, I have a question for you. Do you consider the prior lives? Because think about how many leagues there's been.
Yeah.
Do you like? I kind of feel like for some weird temporal reason, you would know Danning.
No.
I know, but
No, because
you know what I'm
they
saying.
introduce them every fucking league.
I
like
know,
you never
but
met
you
them
know
before.
what I'm saying. I know you though. I know we both know the fucking the fact that they introduce every character. I get it.
And they don't
But
introduce
you know
Danning
what
until
I'm saying.
Act 3.
Yeah, now, but it used to be very early.
You sure about that?
You used to be able to encounter the fucking what's it called earlier than you did now.
I think once once they
now
got
it's
released, they each of them you meet them in different areas.
Right, they all have their own place now. But
And if Danning's the
I
one,
think before
it might not be
was-
Danning. Obviously, they may show Danning, and maybe that's your NPCs that will interact with you, but maybe someone else.
Dude, you know what would be awesome if like all four of the fucking expedition people like split up, and now you're having to choose which one of them that you side with.
That might be true. Because
I don't think it might be true. I don't think so.
But each of them specialize in a different component of expedition.
Right, but I don't think that they're against each other necessarily. But I think you're choosing
No, not
to
like
go,
the masters, not like masters.
right?
what
But I
happened with
think
the,
you're going. I feel like this is going to be another expedition. Like, think about
so what I'm having trouble is visualizing it and how they're going to do it, because if you still have to fight the Ray class to start mapping, right? But then every now and then, every map that you go into, not mapping as in mapping, but like
when was the last time that they had a league mechanic in mapping, for mapping only?
For only mapping, I don't think they've ever had that. I don't think that's exclusive to mapping. No, there's always been league mechanics that you can interact with throughout the campaign in some way or other. I mean, there's been mechanics that excel more in mapping, but like Sentinel, for example, excelled more in mapping than it did in early on. But it's still, you can still interact with it. Same with Harvest.
I'm trying to think, right? So if you do say you don't really have to change all that much, no, because that's not how they do that. I don't know.
It makes it's hard to visualize it, because if you're going to a different place called Calgar, right, to settle Calgar, and you have to go to this other place,
The Calgar are the people,
settlers of Calgar,
right?
So there's
Calgar are the people,
right. So who are the settlers?
Right, the settlers of Calgar. Calgar are the general people, like Mexican.
So we're gonna interact. You said Mexican.
Like no, well, I did because that's one of the one of things that would be that.
I get it.
Like, I'm sorry that was the first one that came out, because I was gonna say, I kid you not, as you were talking, I was listing different ones in my head, starting with where I'm from. So
I know it's nothing wrong with Mexicans. There's nothing wrong with them.
like, I'm just saying.
It's just so funny that you chose Mexicans first. It's just, I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know why, but
it's just like, I think that's what it is.
So are we
you're having
going
settlers.
every map that we go into? I keep saying map, but understand it's not maps as in
Every
mapping,
zone.
but map, every zone that we go into. Are we going to Mexico for a little bit and then coming back?
I'm thinking that would have to be the case, but I don't know how they'll make. Well,
So then how is it going to be a boat
wait.
league then?
Right,
When the fuck
but
are we
the
using
thing
this
is,
boat?
You can portal to a boat.
That's going to be weird as fuck, bro.
No, not really.
You're
I
gonna
actually don't
portal
think
to
it
a
will.
boat to then take the boat
Bro,
over
where does Harvest take place?
in a
In a what?
in a hole that goes into like a garden.
Really?
Yeah,
That's what we're going with.
that's what it is. It's like a little fucking
It's a portal.
but it's a grove. It's not a portal.
It portals you
The veil,
to the grove.
the vault.
No, it portals you to the grove. The portal isn't the place.
But if
The
it's going to
portal
be
is
a
the
boat
mechanism
league,
to get to the
but
place.
if it's a boat league, you have to use the boat.
How do you interact with Delve?
You go to Nico,
And he
Nico's
does
mine,
what?
And then he teleports you to the
Right, but he does what? What does he do?
But
He makes a To what? To the mine.
Wormhole to the
Nigga. I don't think it's gonna be as weird as you're talking about. We take portals to go to places.
All right, we had a comment. We have a live
all
comment. Someone said, a friend said, maybe going to small islands in Calgary. Maybe it says archipelago in Calgary, and you go into each island has different difficulties. This kind of reminds me. I'm not gonna lie. This kind of reminds me of fucking Last Epoch.
This reminds me of Expedition. Because do you know when you're going on an expedition and you say get the what do they call it? Logbooks, and you know how the logbooks each have little different areas and each one has specific traits to them.
Okay.
I'm literally seeing this as now that we've made the connect. I've made the connection. Like, yeah, dude, I think this is literally Expedition 2.0, and I am fucking for it. I am so fucking for it. I'm really glad I didn't I kept myself on a PoE blackout till now.
So, live comment is, you portal to the boat, you sail the boat around to each island like a tunnel, like making tunnels.
Yeah, or they sail around. The Mexicans
settle the new island and reward you afterwards.
Or they portal you to the boat once the boat gets to a place. So technically they're sailing around looking for these places. They get to an area, they open up a portal for you, they send Danning through. Danning's like, "Hey man, found another one." And then you go in and then you do the settler thing. AKA you go in
you're ice. You have to clear out you're Christopher Columbus. You're Christopher Columbus basically, yeah.
Yes.
You gotta clear out all the natives so the Mexicans can come in and live in this place. Are we really about to do Path of Exile Columbus?
Yes, it's settlers, bro. You're a settler. You're about to settle these lands. They're gonna settle them in the dirt.
Backlash, bro. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, this is hilarious. I love it.
Boat League will turn into path of
But wait. You know how I think they'll fix this easily? The same way that they fix the whole concept of expedition. These places are ruins.
More live comments, by the way. Look at all the trailers and their cameras. It's definitely a new camera for sailing. It's not Boat League without actually sailing.
If we are sailing, that would be cool.
Well, I mean, you worried about your graphics for water graphics.
It still would be cool.
I don't even know. How would we control that?
I don't think you would. I think it would be like a wave-based thing, right? So they put you on a boat. The boat's moving. They're like, "We're being attacked!" And then, yeah.
Oh, like some Final Fantasy type arc.
Yeah, right. Or I'm really
every
hoping
Final Fantasy has that arc where you in a boat or airplane or a spaceship, and then like
World of Warcraft had a boss like that too.
It's not a boat. Another live comment. Secret feature WASD brought over.
Secret feature.
Oh yeah. Oh, so he means secret feature from Path 2. They bring it in the WASD controls.
Are they or
no? That's his theory. That's his theory. That's the theory.
Okay. That would be interesting, but I don't think it's necessary. I just don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary either. Never once when we're playing League mechanics have we played a League mechanic in that particular fashion. I'm thinking, like, again, I know this might be just.
I think it makes sense more to what you're saying, as far as it being like you choosing a possible island to go to, and then on the route there you have to find enemies. And
Either
then you have to fight a small little boss when you get there to the island.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Because that would actually be a pretty cool path. You always have to fight something.
Yeah, that's true. But I've never
fight on the boat, and then you fight again when you get to the island to clear out. Maybe there's a little mini boss there that you have to, the tribe leader.
Oh, dude, oh my god,
the Apaches,
bro. What if they make like Veritania and fucking all the fucking expedition bosses like an actual boss?
I mean, there's no pinnacle bosses, but I can see them being mini bosses. Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. I love those boss fights so fucking much, and not enough people have seen them. Sorry, losing my shit.
He live comments. We didn't have. I swear to God, we asked our friend, "Do you want to come off? Do you want to be on the mic?" No, I'm just gonna listen to you guys. Sounds cool. Now he's just fucking blowing up my goddamn messages.
Now he's blowing up the DMs,
yeah.
huh?
He said we didn't have the technology before the boat, which is now we have the WSD for Path 2. So now this is why we get the boat league, because now we have the technology. Since they have it now for Path 2, they can just convert it backwards compatible.
But aren't they different? Are they the? I don't know if they're the same.
I don't think it's necessary, honestly, to control the boat WSD style. No, it's not necessary. You have to just pick. You going left or right. Kind of like you said.
Like Slay the Spire.
Or like remember the old school Western game that used to choose
Settlers of Catan.
Oh, yeah. Now, I think they have a PC version of that in the earlier versions where it's like text space. You get to choose what you're doing.
Oh, Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail. Kind of like Oregon Trail, where it's like, oh, we're going to go left. Would you like to go left? It takes this amount, like Nico a little bit, where you go left.
Follow the cart.
Yeah, left will give you X amount of possible loot and then possible enemies.
You choose the path, and then
the boat does. Yeah, the boat. Yeah, it kind of just goes on its merry way, and you're in there waiting.
I think we might have just come up with the league mechanic. It's like, can you imagine if that's literally what it is? It's basically fucking delve, but
we're gonna release this before they even fucking out there. So if it is, it's fucking us right there.
Boat league, bro. Think about it. Boat delve league, delve boat. Like that would make sense to me, because you tell your navigator, I want to go there, and then on the way he's like, all right, but there be monsters, and these type of monsters,
and and the Mexicans are over there, but the Apaches are over there. Where would you want to go?
Fucking hilarious, man.
Bro, this is Columbus, bro. This is Path of Columbus. That's what I'm gonna call this episode.
Path of Columbus.
I'm gonna need to work on that title, but this is Columbus, bro. This is Manifest Destiny, bro. Like this.
No.
I don't want them to have
the Columbus Exile.
I don't want them to have no controversy. I don't think Path players cares about this stuff, but
I just think it's funny. I don't see this as like a controversial thing. Look, it's history, guys. If you don't fucking understand that this shit happened, then go read a book. Like,
I mean,
that doesn't mean.
I was just say this, that I'm from the Northeast, and Northeast people are sensitive about Columbus. We do Indigenous Day and all this stuff, so there might be.
But understanding that it exists is different than condoning it. Is different than a lot of other shit. I don't think that everybody should get their feelings so tied up over concepts in a fictional universe on a fucking video game. I have been tired of people making those weird arguments since fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
But yep. How long have we been going, my friend?
We're about an hour and 18 in.
All right. Well, guys, here is your second reminder. So please hit a button if you feel like hitting a button. Now I don't mind asking you, because if you're here, you enjoyed it enough. Well, thank you, guys. Cass, anything to say?
No. Obviously, League is coming out in about roughly 2 weeks from now, the 26th. We are almost at the 2-week mark. On Friday, we are going to start ramping up our content making, basically trying to cover everything that happens. Obviously, we're not going to cover every single thing every single day, because sometimes we get one update. Sometimes we get 80 updates. So,
but if there's something interesting, please believe we're going to condense it all in a little video and a ball for you to suck up.
Right. And we're going to try our best to cover it all, just to give you our input on everything. Again, we're human and we like to play the game. We are going to be live, so we'll say this a few more times. during launch. So if you want to hang out with us, we'll be on Twitch and just kind of hang out, play the first couple of hours of League launch, get our inputs, and then we'll probably finalize that into a video. We are not streamers. I'm personally not a streamer.
I'm like sometimes a streamer, not enough. I don't stream fucking enough at all.
It's just I don't have the hours to like sit here for.
I don't have the internet.
Hours. Oh, that's true.
I don't have the internet to be able to stream and be able to play like competitive games. I could stream things like single player games, but people would have to show interest in that kind of stuff.
Right.
So,
So overall, we'll be here. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. But you know how to, yeah. And again,
start choosing your builds, everybody.
Word, yeah.
It's time. It is upon us again for us to prepare to fucking wipe Ray class clean.
Jesus, that's a lot. That's a lot to do. Every 3 months we have to do this.
Every 3 months, bro. It's hard, but it's worth it. We're gonna get powerful.
All right, and obviously for all the other games out there, who cares about them? We are super biased when it comes to Path. We know that there's been an update with League last Epic. We know that there's been updates when it comes to Torchlight, but those games suck compared to Path.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, if I'm wrong about that, and you love some of these games, all power to you. This is the world. But I hate when they always put Path like on some like weird like extra, like, oh, look at the Diablo. I'm going on a rant here. On a Diablo competitor of Torchlight. I'm saying to myself, like, bro, really? Like, why does Path always gets mentioned last? Like, it's a
why though?
Game?
It's just the simple fact of Path has been a niche game for so fucking long that and even think about like the amount of publicity last Epic and all these games get. Meanwhile, fucking Path has to do these kinds of launch events to drum up fucking its own stuff for its own audience.
Yeah, and it's that's, I'm tired of some of these news.
I think the graphics have held it back, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I feel that that's like the saddest thing for me to say because I love the way the game currently looks. I think it's the graphics that put a lot of people off. I
think Path 2 has allowed Path 1 to shine a little bit because now people are paying attention to it a little bit more.
Yeah,
I've noticed the uptick on news coverage of Path 1 and just in general. But Path 1 is still fucking leagues over Diablo 4, and even though it
as a game 100%, and even in certain situations and in certain aspects, I would hazard to say that Path of Exile on a really good PC looks better than Diablo does.
Well, I think the issue with that is that if you have a really good PC, that means Diablo looks better too.
No, but it doesn't. So this is the thing, right? Diablo doesn't take the same view of your character as Path of Exile does. It has brought you a lot closer, letting you see not necessarily forcing, but it's putting the details that they put into their environment up front. Path, on the other hand, is like, nah, man. First thing that you want to do is kill some shit. So go kill some shit. But if you go and you start looking at all the details in the environment, and you have the good shit, you got the good frame rates going, dude, that shit looked fantastic.
Which is why I fucking tanks whenever you do high crazy maps.
Even when you look at things like My Hideout.
Yeah. I mean, what people have been beautiful. What people have been able to do with hideouts is fucking incredible. And it's part of the details.
Incredible. When you go into fight like Brutus and things like that nature, dude, that is simple as fuck and has been around in the game for fucking ever, but still has the dark feeling of you're going into a place to deal with someone who's depraved.
Yeah.
The game has so much atmosphere,
and that's part of the reason why I get a little butthurt, and not butthurt, but it's like disappointed at some of these games getting so much more coverage and like Torchlight Infinity, like. Torchlight has never been a great game. It's been just a good enough game to play it a few and be like, all right. But it never had that, what's that word? The pleasure sensory.
Like the Path. Addictability.
I
call it the addictability. because I have actually played Torchlight. I got to like level 40 and was like, well, that was okay.
Yeah, it just feels okay. Like, it's like
there's nothing special about it. I didn't sit there and feel like, oh my god, dude, my build diversity.
What's the chemical compound that feels good?
Dopamine?
Yeah, the dopamine hit of Path is ridiculous.
Once you figure some shit out with your build or figure out a way to get around something.
You're getting dopamines hit left and right. Drops, killing shit. Just fucking, just like getting trades. Someone wants to buy your shit for 3 divs. You're like, yes! Like, it's just, you're getting dopamine hits left.
I still remember when I entered the game and was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking do great at this. And
someone
I was like,
dies off the ladder.
Like, and not even that. It was, I just like everybody else, dude, you open up that passive tree and you go and you look at it and you're like, oh, there's some choice here.
Yeah,
and you're like, and me, I've seen a lot of games where they offer you meaningless choice. Path is not that. A lot of the nodes on the tree, depending on your build, are very enticing.
But
goodness, especially for things like, they put little stat stuff all over the place, and you're like, oh, if I only had 26 more decks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's so wonderful that there's so many ways to solve so many problems and so many creative aspects that like compound on each other. Like, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yes, I agree.
I don't sit there and look at Diablo and their gear choices or Diablo and its passive tree and sit there and get the same amount of holy shit. What am I going to do?
That's a good way of summarizing anything Path does. Everything just feels like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? And then it takes a little bit to figure out. Then you're like, oh, I see what's going on. And then someone breaks it and like, oh shit, it broke.
I thought I knew what was going on.
Then you're like sitting there like looking up fucking tutorials and just trying to figure that shit out. So yeah, I think that's a good way of summarizing. But yeah, anyway, there are obviously a lot of updates for a lot of different ARPGs out there. Are you planning on playing any of these? I'm not.
Fuck no.
Yeah, it's because and someone invited me to play Torchlight Infinity, last Epic I think it was.
Yeah,
and I just said, you know what? I think I'm gonna just take a pause on any ARPG because I want to really hit Path hard. I do too. I don't want to burn out playing another ARPG and be like, oh, I gotta kill more shit. Yeah. I don't want that feeling. So
I don't want to re-level. I hate re-leveling in Path currently, and I usually make 3 fucking characters. I'm not trying to make a 4th and a 5th in a game that I think is subpar.
Yeah. That's just our opinions, guys. If you do love any of these games, they're all great games. They have different qualities.
Oh, yeah. But as gamers, we are spoiled for choice right now. Yeah. Take your pick and roll the dice. There's so many good games out right now. So many good games that have released recently. Older good games, dude. Now is the age of being a gamer.
And if you do have any suggestions for any other ARPGs that came out that we have not either talked about, mentioned, or even know about, because there's fucking a lot of them. Yep. Sometimes they cut me off guard like, this is an ARPG? What the fuck? And I have to like kind of look into it. We always willing to try, especially like mid to late league when things die down a little bit, that we want to try some of these new ones coming out. It's always this. So drop it in the comments, drop it everywhere else. That's pretty much it. That's it for our little rant. Trying to wrap this episode up.
Everybody, have a good night. Buttons if you want them. Say good night, Casper.
Good night.